Good morning and welcome to today's pre-market video. Now in today's pre-market video we're going to take a look at the Sensex expiry and what option buyers and option sellers should do. Plus we're going to take a look at the news which is going to be affecting us. Now before we go into today's video, I hope all who watched the Nifty expiry video yesterday made a good amount of money. This is as everyone knows who is a regular viewer, I recorded this the night before, and when I recorded it we did not have the data whether we're going to have 25 BPS or 50 BPS. However, I said irrespective of what happens, the main thing we'll have to see is how the Nifty tackles my resistance at 25,580. That proved to be correct as we gapped up, went slightly up after that, hit 25,580, went above it by I think 30-40 points and then faltered, and the rest was history. This is, as I said, option sellers can sell any weakness there. Option sellers can sell calls above 25,580, so 25,600 and above, and option buyers can use that as a shorting launchpad. Perfect, it worked like that. The Nifty came down and basically spent the day in the dipper rather than at the high of the day. So that gave the people who sold calls according to my trading plan money, and also the option buyers money. So I hope all who watched it had a good time. Now coming to today's Sensex expiry, be cautious as I don't expect things to be that easy. But before we go into that, now on the news front, as of when I'm recording this video, the night before, the American market is doing very well. It had one hell of a powerful rise. And now what we're going to have to see is how much of a gap up we have in the Nifty and Bank Nifty and Sensex. Why I say that is, if we have a normal gap up, then it's something you can chase. If it's abnormally high, then you will not end up chasing it. Why I say that is, for example, if we take Nifty expiry yesterday as a layout. Now, we opened with a pretty large gap up, and after that, it went further up towards 25,580, and I believe I closed my longs at around 922, 923, and you could, after a few minutes, it started going down as that resistance level did its job. The indicators had shown that it's a short there, and everything failed at the resistance level. Now, the Sensex can have a similar scenario depending on the gap up. Now, if the Sensex has, let's say, 0.5% gap up, then it can go up even for half the day, as it will have the room to rise. However, if the Sensex has an extraordinarily large gap up, then I don't believe you should chase a long in it, as there won't be that much room on the upside, and you should end up basically either looking for a short via option sales, or if you see a lot of weakness form in the indicators of the volume buildup and trend catcher, then a short via option buys too. So what is my trading plan specifically? Let's pop on the levels. Now some of these levels look more familiar. This is as last week, if you go into the Sensex video I shared on last Friday, the resistance level of 83,620 and 83,750 were there at that time. And I had said that whatever happens with even that time, since I was very obsessed with the Fed, I had said that any rise will have to really break through this, that this is a very strong zone. And we can see yesterday with all the positivity created with the BPS, it rose to those resistance levels and then failed. So now again the test has come, this zone. This is any gap up will have to prove its mantle with 83,750. If a gap up is able to clear 83,750, then there is a potential of going to 84,080 and 84,350. Now, why am I not talking about 83,900? This is as if there is a gap up, let's say at 83,620, and we rise to 83,750. Then what's the first thing you're going to have to look at is how is the volume build up. Trend catcher will not matter much there. We're going to have to see whether there is enough bullish volume behind the move at this point. If there is, then it will end up driving to 84,080. If there isn't, then that will become a top for the day and it will come down. So my option buying trading plan personally, between 83,750 and 83,260 is no man's land. Both you will get shorts and you'll get longs. Don't expect clean moves to happen within that zone, and as you will basically go up, come down, go up, come down. So this range is more of a scalping range. But we break 83,750, then I will end up going long by option buys for First target 83,900, but main target 84,080, and by chance we clear that with strengths 84,350. But we will need a lot of strengths to clear that. How this one from last Friday proved its mantle, this is going to be the next one, which is going to really have to be dealt with. On the other side, if we open strong even but are not able to clear 83,750, then as the option buyer I will be trying to short towards 83,260. If 83,260 breaks, then 83,120 is a good support, but I don't think we'll be able to hold the index up, and the next will be 82,950, and a break of that takes 82,700. So that's my option buying trading plan. Pretty simple. Between 83,260 and 83,750, don't expect clean moves. Trade short and trade long. Above that, go long heavy. Below 83,260, go short heavy. Simple on the option buying. But also on the option buying, use next week's options. Do not use the options which are expiring in this Sensex expiry, because you'll get whacked. By chance, there's a bit of stagnation forms because of the 83,260 and 83,750 levels. You will hemorrhage money due to the expiry. So it's better to go to next week's options, as that is safer. Now, what is my option selling trading plan? Now, my option selling trade plan is going to be a bit funny. Why I say that is, first, I'm not going to be entering at open in a rush. No, I'm not going to rush tomorrow's option through selling plan. If I see there is too much volatility, I might even skip it. This is as we have, if you go through the videos which I've released this week, all expiries have been very profitable for option buyers and option sellers, as every trading plan has worked. So good money has been made, especially in yesterday's Nifty expiry. So I don't think we need to chase this expiry that aggressively. There's too much risk because of how the American market is behaving. And the Bank of Japan data which is going to come out, that is one data I'm hoping they remain status quo. If they do not, they can mess up everyone's week, month and year. So that's another thing which is I'm keeping in mind. So if I see us failing at 83,750, then I will end up selling calls above it. And then I'll also end up selling puts, I'll say below 83,120. Why not 83,260? As this can be breached, and if it's breached and even we go to 82,950, these puts can still make money because of any stagnation at this point. We let these ones expire in towards zero. So my trading plan, as long as we are between 83,750 and 83,260, I'll sell calls above 83,750 and puts below 83,120. I'll go one low on the put side. If we break 83,750, then I will end up selling calls most likely above 83,900. So 84K and above, basically. So 84K and above I will end up selling, because even if we go towards 84,350 by chance, I will expect us to falter, come down towards this zone, and that will help option sales. If we break this, then I will sell calls that way, and then I will end up selling puts still below 83,260. I'm not going to raise my put sell levels to, let's say, here. I'm not going to go heavy in the money option selling like I usually recommend, and I do, because I think that will be a lot of risk to carry in this Sensex expiry. As I expect, if it goes up, it will come down also. So I expect a dual way big move on both sides. So I do want to play cautious. As we've had a good week, I don't want to spoil my week. So that's my trading plan for the Sensex. Now, Sensex expiry trading plan is not that clear, because, as I said, it's something that I'm going to monitor and then decide whether I want to do or not. Option buying trading plan is pretty clear for Sensex. So if whoever is watching, put your analysis on it and see whether it matches your thought process. But you can see how well the levels worked already. And let's take a look at the expiry as it goes along. If you like today's video, then hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification bell. Any comments or any suggestions on stocks you want to analyze, drop them in the comment section below, or WhatsApp them to the number shared below. Thank you.